Hi, I'm Steve. My family's been farming in this area since the 1930s, and we grow organic grain for Kialla Pure Foods. It's probably more my dad that really started the ball rolling in the early 60s when he came back from England, and so this place has been organic since the 60s. All the other farmers regard him as pretty much different, really, because his views were very different to theirs. But it was much more normal in England where he'd been, where the alternative side, or more the natural side, was much more highly regarded. I think a lot of farmers are always looking to have a go at something. They'd love to see it in action somewhere first, but I think they're as experimental as anyone else, if not probably a bit more so. Maize is a fairly easy crop from a pest point of view. Your modern hybrid is pretty disease resistant and there's really not many issues with it. That's on the grain side. It gets more complicated in sweet corns and things. But from a grain point of view, that's pretty straightforward. It's probably more getting the soil able to produce a good crop of corn, which is probably the most difficult part of growing maize. And that's where we rely very much on a green manure crop, because they need very high levels of N, and you'll get that from ploughing in a good big cover crop. From the microbial point of view and also plenty of other nutrients, it just works really well with the next crop. So there's lots of benefits with your green manuring, and it's probably the single most important thing in your soil nutrition. The price for organic grain is pretty good. It's a very solid premium over conventional, so the organics lets us at least make some profit. There's no question that it's more profitable than conventional grain around here. I think there's more recognition of the chemical side of vegetable production probably, and grain, and I think young people these days are more concerned about that because there is a real swing into more vegetables, and they're very worried about the chemicals that are in it. It's more a no chemical thing as much as it is organic, I think. The fact that they can be confident that there's no chemicals in it.